Okay, welcome everybody. I'm so excited for this event. We are expecting more to come in. So mute yourself first and let me know in the chat, all right, who are you? Are you pregnant currently? When is your EDD? And put in the chat box. I will see. Eating now, sorry, not convenient on camera. It's fine, it's fine. If you are not on camera, it's fine. Yeah. And I'm actually doing this event because I remember when I was pregnant with my first baby boy 13 years ago. Towards my EDD date, right, the fear and the concern all were actually comes in. And when I was massaging my pregnant client, the prenatal massage, actually towards very close to their EDD, they have fear building up, fear of the unknown. I mean, we may be excited, we may be, we may not have the fear, but fear is always like the uncertainty. And with uncertainty, we are always feeling like excited. All right, yeah. So when I brief them through the process of birth and all that, actually they feel like, oh, it's actually not that scary. So this is what I want to do for all of you as well. So let me know, first week September, first time mom, okay. Okay, let me know you, type in the chat box. Okay, when is your EDD? Are you pregnant now? Yeah, okay, just type in. Let me know you. We want to know you as well. So I hope everyone has taken your dinner. Okay, you can eat while you are on this as well. And I get to know Rimi from one of my clients, mommy's client referrer. Yeah, we were talking about natural therapies and all that. And actually, the one I went to when I was 5 months pregnant, like 14 years ago, she has a shop, so her fee, because of the rental and all that, it was very high. And I was talking to Grace, you remember? Rimi, Grace, yeah. And she, while I was massaging her, we are talking about therapies, and she highly, highly recommend you, Rimi. And the first time I met Rimi, right, I asked her to come to my shop at Citygate. So I faced her face to face. The session was 1 hour, right? It was like last year, February. It was last year, February, right?
Yeah. Oh, before COVID, is it?
Yeah. Last year, February. It was like the COVID time already.
Yeah.
COVID time already.
Okay.
Yeah, COVID time. So then my EDD 15 November, okay. September 15 November, okay. And then after that we did on, yes?
Amazing work, really. Thank you. And I'd like to add that your work has been a little sloppy. So Dwight and I have implemented a new program that we like to call.
Can you unmute? No. What is that? Us to. Okay, can you mute yourself? Yeah. Okay, good. So while we are waiting for the rest, then we will chit chat a bit. Okay. Yeah. And then where was I? And then after the face-to-face meetup, and then we did on over Zoom. So
Yeah.
your session can be done face-to-face or over Zoom in person or remotely. And after that, I actually engaged her for my father when he was hospitalized, right? for a
Yeah.
few months, because like what else could I do for my father? Just like besides visiting him and then like touching, like sense of touch is very important. So like touch him, and then what else could I do? So I suddenly thought of like Rimi. She can do it remotely, the session remotely, but ideally is Zoom, right? Ideally is Zoom or meet in person. Zoom, right?
Yeah, it depends on what everyone prefers. But if I'm meeting you for the first time, either I would like to see your face.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
So in face as in Zoom or in person,
yeah, either one is okay.
is either one. Yeah, it depends on individual preference, right?
Yep.
And I remember I saw one of the review on your Facebook quite some time back. There was this client of yours who was having a breech baby. You remember that case? I saw it. I saw that
I think it
review.
was a long time ago.
A
Yeah.
long time ago, yeah, I find it, I was digging into into
Okay. Yeah.
some information about Rimi, and then I saw that review, and it was very last minute, just before the baby was born. Baby was able to turn head down. It's like wow, amazing. And at one time when I was my daughter, she is 10 this year, but last year 9. One of her classmates or teacher, one of the teachers in school got tested positive, COVID positive. And I was like, one parent got to follow the child to quarantine at the hotel. So I was away for like a week or so, and I thought like, okay, it was like no boiling of water. Chinese believe like no boiling of water, no human traffic. It was like nothing is like very still. And I remember like I asked whether you can help me clear some energy, and I was amazed. You know,
Yeah.
website you can help to clear some energy, and my shop you can help to clear some energy as well.
Yes.
Can you explain
Yes.
on that a little bit? It's so fun, it's so amazing.
Okay, you mean like how can I connect not just to you, but also like your website, your shop?
Yeah, how is it
Um,
possible?
okay. So, um, first of all, you have to understand energy is a little different from, physical things.
Mm, mm,
So it doesn't matter the distance, the time, the space.
mm.
There's none of that matters. It's a lot of it is the intention. So
Intention. Mm,
yeah, so if I have an intention to connect with you, even though you are, for example, like in your office, at your shop,
mm.
or if you are in quarantine, you know, or if I have an intention to connect to your website or even your business,
Yeah,
I treat it like a person, it's
yeah,
possible.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the distance wise, exactly, must it be in Singapore, or how far,
It
or
doesn't
what is the
matter.
limit?
Yeah, I have worked with people who live in America, who
Mm,
live in Australia, in Japan.
mm.
So yeah, so other countries. Yeah.
And you can help in with babies as well, right?
Oh yes, yeah. Also for babies, yes. So I did, yeah, thanks to you, I did get to meet some of your mummies, the new mummies,
Mm.
and some of their very, very young babies, just a
Yeah,
few
newly
months
born.
old.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
newly
the
born.
newborn. Yeah.
Mm.
I've also helped them because some of them were a bit fussy or they're just, not so settled. They're still kind of cranky. We don't
Yeah,
know why. So yeah, try to
yeah,
help the
correct.
baby. Yeah.
Sometimes when I suspect that my client, there, there is still like needs cry in their crying, but the way they stare and the way they behave, right, is something else is disturbing. Like sometimes in the process of birthing, in the birth process, or in the first few minutes or first few days right after birth, like things that's going on, and sometimes mother, we don't get to see it Like right after birth is the husband who is following the baby, right? So I highly actually recommend fathers, right, after your baby is born, ask your wife to take a few deep breaths, in and out from the nose, because we want to reserve our warmth, okay? Reserve our heat in the body. So we close our mouth and breathe in and out through the nose. So once that's done, okay, you follow the baby, so that you know what is actually going on. And newly born babies, they are very cold because from the womb out in the aircon space, right, newborn babies don't shiver to create heat in their body. So actually they are very cold, but they don't shiver. So what you can, the husband can do is actually give your finger, let the baby hold. That's very calming. And talk to your baby. That's very soothing and calming to the newborn. Okay. If not, they are very confined. Suddenly they are out. You know. Yeah. And it's very cold. It's very cold. So sometimes mothers, we don't witness all those things. And if you want to know, like you need to have some insight about what is going on, then Rimi can actually help. Okay. So Rimi, how long have you been into this?
So I became a practitioner in 2013.
Uh,
Yeah. So almost 10 years. Yeah.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. What makes you interested in what you are doing currently, like in energy wise? Where
Yeah.
were
Well,
you before, and how did you actually come into this?
yeah. Well, before I was the last person that you would think that I would do energy work. Nobody had that type of idea about me. And even I did not think about it myself. I was actually kind of suspicious about energy work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for a long, long time, I was depressed and anxious and just very unhappy with my own life. And so I was looking for a breakthrough. And I was trying a lot of things. Like I tried different kinds of healing. I received therapy. I tried hypnosis. I even tried yoga and eating organic food to be more healthy. But nothing really seems to work for me. And then one day, just very random, I learned about trapped emotion. And
Mm,
I don't even remember how I found it anymore. It was so random. But I learned that trapped emotion is a thing and it can get stuck in us
mm,
and cause problems. And I thought, wow, really? But this man had created a technique that was so simple. I thought, well, why not? And he is doing all of this online, by the way. He is doing a YouTube video, and his client, his volunteer, is calling from like Germany, so completely by distance. And so she's on the phone, and he's talking to her, and he's doing the procedure. And the lady is just following him, and then he asks her, okay, well, let me know how your pain is right now. I think she was doing a leg pain. And then he did like one or two things, and then she stands up, she walks around again, and she came back and said, you know what, I can walk, like she was so surprised, and the joy in her voice was unmistakable. So I thought, wow, this is really real, this is something. So I had to try it myself, and I got a session done, and I really felt the difference. And that's when I realized that, well, that's when it convinced me, okay, this is real. Energy is real and it can affect us. That was like a big turning point.
yeah,
Yeah.
energy. Because myself, okay, I'm a very emotional person, very emotional. So after childbirth, I had very tough time after childbirth, my postnatal time. And it actually took me quite a while to recover, and I tried many different therapies as well. I started with physical therapy, and then slowly, because I'm very emotional, I need something for my emotion. So my question to Rimi is how do we know that energy healing is suitable for us? Like, I know because I've been through like quite a lot of different types, like yourself, you have been through different types and those didn't work. And how do we actually know that energy healing works for us, or is it suitable for everybody?
I think everybody can benefit. Yeah. And but I do think that maybe um some people might have beliefs that kind of block them from receiving the benefit, or it's not the right time. Like in my case, I did all that healing before I started to clear energy. And all that healing, if I did it now, maybe I would feel change. But back then, because I had all this stuff that was in me, I couldn't receive any benefit. So I do think anyone can benefit, but it's also about, where you are in your life. Are you really full of baggage? Do you have belief that stop you from benefiting? And 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 also maybe if like you have not taken care of yourself for a very long time, sometimes it might be hard to even feel the change, because there's just a lot. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot as in the mind or in the emotion build up or in the muscle memory.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually energy work energy can actually affect our physical. You are using like body code, emotion code and map.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what body code cannot handle, you will use emotion code or the reverse. Something
Um,
like that.
so body code and emotion code is actually I use it more on the physical side now. And for the mental emotional side, I use the MAP method.
So physical is using which method again?
Emotion code or body code.
Emotion code or body code. Is it possible to explain in plain English so that we can understand better
Yeah.
what is actually emotion code and body code?
Yeah.
Emotion is also physical, huh?
Yeah, because like I said, right, I learned that it actually gets stuck. So emotion code is just emotion. We're just clearing emotions. But body code is able to check your body and see if you have, for example, toxins, pathogens. Um, are your organs feeling good or are they imbalanced? Um, is your meridians, are they also balanced? So it can check for more things than just emotions. And body code will look for that and then help you to clear out what's causing your body to feel unwell and bring you back into more balance.
So, okay, uh, everyone, is everyone okay? Can you understand so far? Are you following? If it is very new to you, right, you may have some question to ask. Feel free to put in the chat so that Rimi can answer you. I
Yeah.
can't answer on behalf.
Oh yeah, so body code is like doing energy detox for the body.
Energy detox,
Yeah.
okay. Energy detox, if you all know what it means. So can you explain like in simple English?
Okay, so like some people do a juice cleanse, right? To
Yeah.
detox their, liver, right? Or their, a cleanse for their colon, like a health cleanse, right? So body code is like doing a detox, but for your energy, right? So that the body is not so sluggish, it works better, it feels better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then for mat, what do you use it for?
So mat works really good on healing your inner parts. And
inner
yeah,
parts,
inner parts. Yeah.
as in internal organs.
No. So this is more the mental and emotional side of things.
Mental and emotional. Mental and emotional. All
Mm.
right. So we are going to use mat to clear some of the fear
Yeah, we
for
will do a
childbirth,
very
right?
short one just so that you can see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we prepare for the session? Like some of us here are very new to energy work. So
Yeah.
what must we do? Must we drink a glass of water first? Or what should we do to prepare
Okay.
for it?
So do you mean right now, before we do it today?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I hope then you have all finished eating.
Yeah.
And if you are feeling thirsty, yes, have a glass of water first. Um, and try to get comfortable in your seat. Hopefully, if you can go to a quiet corner, that is also good because we need to focus inside. Yeah.
So, well, the is for the pregnant mothers to be, right? So the husband is okay for the husband to join and listen and to join
If
in.
yeah, if your husband wants to join in and try it too, that is also okay. So I
Because
will, yeah.
I believe it is not easy for the husband because he is also a first time father to be, the
Mhm.
first time ever, unless you are a medical doctor. you know, yeah. If not, then it will be the first time that the husband is going to witness the whole process of how his child is going to be born into the new world. So will there be some fear? Obviously, fear is not as in you are very, fear as in fear. Fear can be like the excitement, something that you don't know, but you are anxious, you are excited about it. It may not be like you are really scared of it. The scared part would be the uncertainty, obviously, first time, but I think it's more of the excitement sometimes, yeah. And we do have some fear like, will baby be healthy? Will we be able to cope with the labor pain? Will there be pain of childbirth? I myself, when I remember, I had fear of hospital. I have fear of hospital. Okay, I need you to mute. Yeah. So please mute yourself. Yeah. I didn't have fear of childbirth because my mind was all set for natural birth. There's no other way, only one way. That's the only way. And my biggest fear, my only fear was like going to the hospital. That was my only fear. What other fear do you have? Just type into the chat. Okay, how do you feel? Husband, we want to know how you feel as well. Like, are you, your first time you are going to be witnessing the whole process. Are you scared of blood? Do you have fear of blood? Let me know. Husband, I'm looking up because my big TV is over here.
Fainting. Yes, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah. Let me know. Fear of fainting. So who is saying that? Or fear of fainting? Fainting because of what? Not enough air to breathe because your husband is taking it all. Or fear of fainting, fear of you can't get the laughing gas on time, or fear of fainting that you are so fearful that you just feel like fainting and then baby just born like that when you wake up. That's a beautiful birth. So can you tell me I'm not very good in pronouncing names. In operation room, is it a planned C-sec? Is it a planned C-sec? Oh, what about cesarean case? Operating theater. That will scare me to death, because I dare not even go for dentist. I don't know how if I go for dentist. I think the dentist will, this side of teeth, right? Epidural, yes, epidural. And sometimes we don't know whether we can give birth naturally, even if we want to go for it, and whether we can manage the pain and the epidural. And sometimes the epidural, right, actually is more painful than the childbirth. And what else is more painful than the childbirth? Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay, when I was massaging my client's engorged breast, right, one of the mother called me too late, and she couldn't hold back the tears. I got to massage her, and then she just couldn't hold the tears back. She cried. And then I continued to massage. I paused for a while. I continued to massage. She couldn't hold the tears back again, and she was crying. That was on one breast. And when I when I went to the other breast to massage, she cried 2 times. So what is more painful than childbirth? That's scary. It's not childbirth. It's actually engorged, very engorged breast. So how can you prevent it? Side sharing. How can you prevent it? On the 4th or 5th day when the white milk comes in, okay, get help. Get help to massage the breast. Yeah. If you come for my class, how many of you here are my students who attended my class or who signed up for my class? How many of you here? Just put in the chat box. Just put in the chat box. How many of you actually signed up for my course or attended my course? Okay. I teach in my class how the husband can massage the wife's breast in the first 2 days in the hospital. So that helps to prevent the engorgement, get easy milk flow, okay, increase the milk production as well. So on the 4th or 5th day, okay, get me in, or you come to my shop, or get someone in your contact list, right, to call to come in to massage your breast. Prevention, because when it is engorged, it's more painful than childbirth. Okay, I want to try for natural, but also fear there has issue of dilation and can't push, which will lead to cesarean. That is Rimi. So that is a very, very common fear, or not to say fear, but a very common concern. We all, by nature, we want natural birth, but there's also like this uncertainty whether we can do it. Like the dilation, we can't control. It's like the doctor tell us like how many cm we are dilating, but we have no control. Yeah, and we can't push, which will lead to cesarean. Yeah, that is a very, very common concern. I mean, yeah, it's a very, very common concern. So will you be able to handle that in the mat clearing?
Yeah. Okay. So the point about doing this map for the fear, right? For birth fear, is so that your body can relax. Yeah. Okay. So this is something that a different doula told me about giving childbirth, but she said that the key to having a natural birth that is, I wouldn't say pain-free because it is painful, but at least not so painful, is really to relax. Yeah. So women's body is already built to be able to give birth naturally, but it's just that all the fear that has been building up makes the body tense. Yeah. So by doing the math, right, we're actually working on the brain and letting the brain know that you're going to be okay. Yeah. And hopefully that will let the brain send the signals to the rest of your body to calm down, and approach the birth in a more, if not like super relaxed, at least more neutral, energy. Yeah. And not so much like tense and oh, what's going to happen? I'm scared. That kind of energy.
But that is the thing, Rimi, when our EDD date is approaching, right? The fear kind of build up. So your this session, will it help us to
Well, I
have
guess,
that energy clearing until we birth our baby?
okay, so that also depends on how much fear is going on,
Yeah.
right? If it just
It's
takes,
here. It's here. It's
yeah.
almost blowing out. It's here.
So maybe tonight we can do a little bit, but because of the time, it's may not be enough.
Yeah.
So then we might have to try a few more times so that you can, really relax into the whole idea about childbirth. It's very much a mental thing. You have to reprogram your mind about giving birth. Yeah. And doing that will make the programming a little easier than if you are just trying to do it by yourself, trying to convince yourself that it's
Okay,
going
is
to
it
be automatic.
the belief system? We do have some belief system about childbirth. Should it be painful? Like you mentioned, our woman's body is meant to give birth naturally,
Yeah.
right? So is it the belief system like in family line, my auntie, my mother, and who, they all have cesarean. Anyone face the same problem? Are you like you want natural, but the uncertainty is the fear is so great. It's up to here. If not here, then it's up to here. That and it's building up over the time when you get even closer to your EDD date. Um, Anybody has this concern that your belief system just put aside, never mind CSEC, even though your mind wants, your heart, your mind, you want a natural birth. But when the fear or uncertainty just build up, plus your family history and all that, you find that all your cousins or your family members all ended up in CSEC, you must well give up natural birth. Anybody experience such? Anybody has this thinking? What is your belief system on childbirth? That you have to challenge yourself. Like, where did that come from?
Mm.
Actually, Rimi, does it matter where our belief system come from so that you can work? Like, when you work, it is not on a group basis, right? It is
Yeah.
one to one, right?
Mhm.
Does when you go into detail like that particular client, do you actually dig very deep into like where that belief system come from? Why childbirth is painful?
Usually, I don't have to know where it comes from, um, because all that it matters is working on you right now. But some people are curious, right? So, and it helps them to know. So then we can try to find out.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So is everybody okay now to start the map, to try out the map under the guidance of Rimi? Rimi is an energy clearing practitioner with 10 years of experience. Okay, she can meet in person, she can go over Zoom, she can do it remotely. Okay. So anybody has any question before we go on the mat trial? Any question? Just put in the chat. Just put in the chat. And I saw one thumbs up. Yeah. Everyone is good? Yeah, everyone is good. So it helps the husband as well, right? Not only when we are doing this, the husband can actually join in as well, right?
Yeah.
So what
We
is he doing?
well, everyone, I'm going to ask everybody to bring up some of the concerns that they have right now. Okay, so it's going to be like individually what is on your mind the most. Yeah. Okay, so if you're a husband, maybe you are worried about how you're going to react when you see your wife giving birth.
Like,
you know yeah,
like
right?
that.
And then for the mommies, she's going to be like, oh my God, can I handle this, right? So
Yeah.
so everyone has their own concern. So I'm just going to ask everyone to focus on the
Yeah.
thing that is, most on the top of their mind.
So before that, do we need to write it down or we just put it in the mind?
You
Is
just need to
everyone
keep it
ready
in
for
your
this? We
mind.
are going to
Yeah.
start now. Is everybody ready? Can you put Y in the chat box? Y for yes. Y in the chat box. Is everybody, yeah. Some more?
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, some more coming in. Are you ready? We are going to start. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, some more, some more. The rest are not ready.
Okay, I do recommend that if you are in a room where there's TV or a lot of sound, maybe you try to go to a quiet corner,
Yeah.
so that it's easier to focus on yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. We want to make full use of this. And it is
Yeah.
so important, fear of childbirth. And when we are under fear, the hormones is different. And what we actually need is relaxation.
Yep.
Yeah, the oxytocin, and it helps with your breast milk production, because another concern is whether I have enough milk to feed my baby. So it started from your childbirth. If you have a lot of fear, your stress hormone is there, your muscle tightens, you all stiff out, your breathing change and all those. Okay, baby can be under stress as well because it's in the same system.
Yes.
Same environment, right?
Yeah.
The mommy baby diet. All right. So yes, everyone ready? Good. Everyone is good. Okay. You need any extra time for you to move to a quiet place, switch off, put your handphone on silent mode. Okay. So we are ready. I am ready. I'm ready. Okay. What should we do? Close our eyes.
Okay, so yeah, just get
Okay.
comfortable
So
in
let's
your
start.
chair.
Let's start. We are using the MAP method. MAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So just find a comfortable place to sit down and, relax. If it's easier, you can close your eyes or keep them open. It doesn't matter. Okay. Um, right now, I would like you to imagine that there's a screen in front of you, or maybe there's a box, and in the box or on the screen, allow the fear that is at the top of your mind to come up and show itself. If you have a lot, you can choose just one so that it's not so overwhelming. Okay, just let it rise up, but observe it like you are literally observer. Okay, and just so that we can measure how much you are changing, uh, rate how high or how strong the feelings are on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 is very high. You're feeling very anxious, very scared, very worried, whatever. Or is it a little less? Okay. All right. So just let it all stay there on the screen or in the box in front of you and just keep watching that. While you are doing that, I'm going to start saying a few things to your mind. Right now, I am actually talking to all of your minds, and I'm going to just give it a bit of background info, and then I'll also start to give it some instructions. Okay, so um, first of all, are you all super conscious? Am I able to communicate with you now? Okay. Are you all ready to start right ahead, or do you need a bit of background info first? Okay. So right now I'm already connecting with you as a group, and I'm asking if you are ready or if you need more info, and I'm going to share some info. Okay. So I just want to let you all know that this process that we're going to do is very gentle. It will only work on whatever we're working on right now, a little bit at a time in a very manageable speed. Okay, you're not going to feel it consciously, but your mind, your subconscious mind, is listening to me say all of this, so it will understand. Okay. If there's anything that becomes very intense, right, I am also going to invite all of your inside parts of you to come and be part of this process, right? And give your permission to participate so that all of you can also receive the benefits of this clearing that we're going to do today, okay? And if you are unsure, then I would like all of your inner parts to talk with your inner superconscious, your inner genie, and all of you come to an agreement now. Okay. So now that you seem to be ready, okay, I'm going to start to instruct your mind to process all the fear, those thoughts and feelings that you all brought up earlier just now. Okay, superconscious, please treat everything that is in the current experience right now fully and completely. Do all that is necessary. And when you are done, do a massive change history and everything after that. Okay, so I've asked your brain to process some of the stuff that you all brought up earlier. Now I'd like you to notice if there's any change in the stuff that's on the screen or in the box in front of you. Does it seem less intense? Did some of the things in there shift? Or maybe some of it is still the same? Okay, just continue to observe. Okay, while you're observing, I'm going to do the same thing again. Superconscious, is everything in the current experience ready to be treated? Okay, then please treat the current experience fully and completely and do all that is necessary so that it can be processed gently. When you are done, do a massive change history and everything after that. Okay, and we do this process by checking in with you, this time consciously. So when you feel like you're ready, you can come back and open your eyes. And you can either let me know in the chat box that, you know, the number, the rating, the intensity has changed, or if nothing's changed, or, you know, anything at all, anything that you've noticed. Okay, just so that we can see what kind of progress you're making. Okay, so feel free to add a comment in the chat box right now.
Yeah, for me, let me go through. The first time you give the command, I could feel it on my chest and on my left calf muscle. It's like you know, when you boil the porridge or you boil water, right? It was like the bubbles like just release. Okay.
Okay.
And then the second time you read the comment, I felt it on my left, on my right leg below the calf muscle. It's like a big bubbles like relief.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
intensity actually went down. Yeah, that
Okay.
was, because I'm emotional person, I can feel, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
expect to feel anything actually.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bubble is actually some kind of energy that just got
The
released.
sensation, yeah, in the
Yes.
body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how is everyone doing? Everybody okay?
How would your, sometimes the new client, right, when they are like in their first session, normally how would they, what do you expect them to feel? It is a very individual thing, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So everybody reacts in a very different way. Um, so that's why we always check in like this, right? Just to see
Mm.
how you're doing. If I just keep talk, and then, not check
Yeah.
with you, then maybe it's not going to help. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you're feeling a bit more calm.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody feels sensation.
Yes.
Some people will see images, like they saw something in their mind, like flashes of pictures, or suddenly they saw like image of themselves doing something, or sometimes the images can be a little bit scary, but then they change, and
Mm.
they, yeah.
Mm.
Um, and some people, like, they sometimes hear things too. So every person is very different. Yeah.
Yeah. So a bit more calm. Yeah. So I can't pronounce name. Chris. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else would like to share? You can unmute as well. If you would like to share, or if you are not sure about what is it exactly, if you have any question for Rimi, yeah, she's here to answer your question. Or are you unsure about the process? You can check in with her. This is the MAP method, yeah, MAP, giving some commands and then to reprogram the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I can explain a little bit what I was doing just now. So when I ask you first to think about what are your fears, right? We are bringing stuff out of your unconscious into the conscious mind. Okay, this part is a necessary step, um, because then there is an opportunity to change that a little bit, right? And then so I ask you to bring it out, and then I spoke to your brain, can you please do this, right? So that is asking your brain to go in and basically disconnect from the negative stuff that makes you feel scared, anxious, worried, whatever, and trying to connect to things that are more positive, or at least, neutral instead.
Mm.
So there is a little bit of this, reprogramming that is happening. Yeah.
Okay.
You and then we have to wait, because it takes just a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for a lot of the people actually can see a change, even in these few minutes, you know.
Mm.
But of course, fear is can be a big thing. So it could take, more than just 5 minutes. We
Yeah.
have to do it properly in a one session. Yeah.
So write in the chat if you have any question to ask Rimi, or how do you feel about fear that was being reprogrammed. Would there be anybody who like don't fear anything or don't feel any difference in such a short trial time?
That's possible. Oh, and then also, yeah, so if there's no change, that's okay, because it just means that we have to kind of go slowly, because maybe there is more, and this is also kind of a public setting, right? So maybe some part of you is, not quite ready to really do it. That's okay, in a private session, maybe we can unpack that some more.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe suddenly you don't feel anything, right? And that is actually a good thing. If you are not feeling, oh, I'm so scared about giving birth, I'm so worried about how painful it was going to be, but suddenly I'm not feeling anything, that is a sign that you went from, feeling bad to neutral. So feeling nothing is actually a good thing in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody has any question or anything to share? And also Rimi, you can put in the chat box. Rimi, what do we do after this session? Like after the clearing session, what do we do?
Okay.
What
Well,
would you
I'm going to say it
recommend?
because it might be easier, but just allow your body to process it. Trust that it is being processed. Okay. So, take care of your body. If it feels tired, try to rest. Drink a lot of water because water is actually good for the body. It will also wash the energy. Sometimes change is subtle. So it's not going to be loud and in your face, and that's fine. So just pay attention to the little things that you notice are different. Yeah.
Yeah. So how much water to drink? How much water, like after this session, to drink? Warm
I
water or what or juice or
Yeah,
what?
so preferably not juice, not tea, right? But just plain water. No, no flavored water, just plain water. I guess not cold water also, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Just room temperature or warm?
yeah, like
That'd
room
be good.
temp. Yeah,
Just
um,
one cup
yeah,
or
like
one glass.
one glass,
Okay.
um, so that because the body does need a lot of water. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've actually had some people who, after doing this, had extreme thirst. Suddenly they feel very, very thirsty. So then, yeah, drink a lot. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it depends on how you feel after this session. It is a very short trial session to have a feel of how things goes. Okay, how things is done for the method. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Rimi, for sharing, and thank you for your time here, and thank you everyone for your time here. And if there's anybody who wants to follow up, because as we get closer to our EDD, some of you may want to actually see what Rimi has to offer and to help you further. I remember when I was like 5 months pregnant with my boy, when I first went to the hospital, right? Because I had a very great fear about hospital. I almost like fainted. That was the time when I started to go and look for natural therapies. And I actually followed her through throughout my pregnancy. If not, I couldn't cope with that anxiety. I was so fearful by the fact of being in the hospital or going to the hospital. I was already like out of my mind already. So the fear can be very, very high up here, if not here, if not
Yeah.
blow the mind. So what do you have to offer to help the pregnant mothers? Uh, yeah. So
Yeah.
let me know. Let us know
Okay.
what you have.
Yeah, I'm happy to do like a free consultation to talk more about your fears. Um, and I can also explain a little bit more about what I do, because, maybe it's still hard to grasp just from this, one webinar. So I'm happy to share about that, and we can talk more about what's happening and work out some kind of plan, maybe if that is necessary for you to, help you feel more calm and more relaxed about birth.
Is
Yeah.
it a group setting or one-to-one?
So normally I would do one-to-one. If your husband is also kind of anxious about, the upcoming birth and becoming a new father, we can also do something for him. But session is usually I do them one on one. Yeah.
Okay. So is there any special offer if they were to take up today or what?
Um, okay, so if you can let me know that you have joined today's call, this webinar, then I'm happy to offer 30% off of the how do I say it, like single session. So your first session, yeah,
20% off.
yeah,
Okay. So would you like to put your handphone number in
yeah,
the chat box so that they
okay.
can contact you?
So here's my name and number, okay, and my email. Okay, so I've sent that in the chat box.
Okay,
Yeah.
do contact Rimi if you want to work one-on-one. It's not possible for a couple to come together, two-person to, you
Well,
know.
for the consultation can, but session is done one-on-one. So, I mean, if you are doing it together, we might have to kind of just do them back to back, right? Yeah. I do have to let you know that for the time being, I can only do online sessions, but and not in person. Yeah. Because yeah, just some arrangement is going to change. Yeah. So I won't be able to meet you face to face, but I can like do like this
Zoom
online. Yeah,
consultation.
Zoom
Yeah,
call. Yeah.
Zoom consultation. Okay, I would like to, is there any more things you want to say? Any more things?
Oh, so just to remind you, yeah, let me know that you have joined the call, and then the offer will be available until the end of August. So even if your birthday due date is still a ways ahead, there's no harm to do it, a little bit earlier. Actually, that might also give you some time to get ready. So, yeah, yeah. So do take
Okay.
advantage. Yeah.
And also I put, thank you Rimi for your time. And I also put my link to to get the Sleep Well ebook. You can download the Sleep Well ebook following the link. That is what I am offering for today. It's a free download. So if you want the ebook, please click on the link. Okay, click on the link. Is everybody good? Yeah, yeah. Is everybody good? You can just copy the contacts and the link, yeah, or the email address.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Rimi. You can leave.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you
Well,
can
thanks
leave.
everyone.
Yeah,
I hope
thank you.
you were able to experience even just a little bit of change. Yeah. And feel free to text me or email me if you think of any other question.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Bye bye.
bye-bye. The rest, if you have any question to ask me, feel free to ask. I mainly do two things. One is sleep well consultation after baby is born. The other one is actually teaching newborn preparation course. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to ask? Let me share my something that is new, right? It is this one. Something that is new is a SOS with Sharon. Because my client actually, they need a little bit of help after baby is born when the baby keep crying. Can I check the newborn preparation course is to be attend when baby is 4 months old? No, no, no. By 4 months it's already too late. Ideally is during pregnancy, leave about minimum 1 month or 2 months to complete the full course, and you have 1 or 2 months to rest and practice for the big day. Because the last minute rush, you will feel overwhelmed and anxious. Okay, so you need to understand that during late pregnancy, we are already lack of sleep. When we need to go to the toilet a few times at night, we already lack of sleep. And childbirth itself, we won't know how long it takes. Fast, easy, smooth labor will take about 3-4 hours. And for normal birth, it will take like 12 to 19 hours. So that is also normal. And thereafter, after all the excitement, after baby is born, we will not be able to just sleep for the next 10 hours, right? So it then you are marathon after marathon. With the night feeding and all that, we don't get enough sleep. So we have to reserve all that energy, and we need to rest for what to come. And after the class, you need to practice as well. So once baby is born, then you can apply all your knowledge. You prevent the common mistake made by most first-time parents that actually keeps the baby awake. So it is in my ebook, all right? So when is your EDD? Siu Kang, when is your EDD? Just now I think you put something in a few months' time. Okay. So when is your EDD? Don't wait until so late. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't wait until so late. Okay. So this SOS with Sharon, Save Our Sleep, right, is a new one. Limit to the first 10 sign up, and the price is 97 for 3 months. Okay, you can contact me for further information on this. Okay. Is there any other question? Okay. Oh, I read wrongly. It starts from 4 months. Yeah, correct. It starts from 4 months. Correct. It starts from 4 months. So a lot of things to prepare, because towards the EDD, the fear is building up. I see in many. And if you go for like the 3-day course, on the last Saturday, I will bring you through the birth breathing, and then the whole series of events from hospital to back at the ward, delivery suite, back to the ward, back home, a whole series of events. Okay. Yeah, very important to, preparation is the key. Preparation is the key. Know what to expect so that everyone get enough sleep. Because the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges of new parents is lack of sleep. And my course fully focus on that, so that everyone get enough sleep. And by the time when you go back to work, especially the husband, you will be as productive and efficient as before. It's tiring, but it's manageable. Yeah. If not, it's like hair wire. It started from the late pregnancy, okay? And the thing is, we never know whether we were birthed 2 weeks earlier or birth after the EDD. We need to rest. We need to rest. Is there any other question? Okay, would like to attend the 4 parts at once. How do we know what is the available dates? Okay, the available dates, it is in my, I will WhatsApp you the details. You WhatsApp me, I will give you the course details. There are Zoom option. There are, there are Zoom options. There are physical live class. Yeah, and all that I teach is actually to get baby and new parents to get enough sleep. It is very, very important. Okay. And after baby is born, I offer also Zoom consultation. If you can't understand what baby is crying about, that's what I specialize in. And also like the group Zoom meeting weekly. And now instead of 231 for 3 months, first 10 sign up, I just did this just now, before this meeting. And it is now 97 for 3 months. Okay. And I do home visit, I do SOS with Sharon, and then the Zoom consultation. This one, oops, never do properly. Okay, this one is, okay, never do properly. Okay, so good, just contact me. My number is 92289-782. All right, just drop me a WhatsApp message, then I will send you, you ask for the course details. the class details. I will WhatsApp you. Is there a price difference? I previously signed up for in-person class, but I hospitalized till delivery. Is it possible to switch? If you sign up for the physical class, is there any price difference? Previously signed up for in-person class, but you can go on Zoom, because when your baby is born, you can go for Zoom class instead of physical class. Or your husband can come physical, and then you can actually go on Zoom. There are just various options. Okay, but those who opt for Zoom class are fully Zoom class. There's no option of coming for physical class, no. It's either or. So don't wait until, we never know like when the baby will come, or whether it's too tired for us to attend physical class. We really is hard to predict. Yeah. Or when we are too tired to travel, we never know. Yeah. So attend earlier. You need time to practice at home. You need time to practice. Yeah. Okay. Is there any more question? If not, we shall end the session here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay. So if everyone is okay, then we will end the session. Okay. Have a good night's sleep. Go and drink your water. Okay. After the session, drink water. Okay. Have an early night. Rest well. Okay. Everyone, good night. Okay. Good night, everyone. My hair is messy. Okay. Bye.